Welcome, folks, to South Avenue for your final home game of the year between Interboro and Chichester Eagles. This is senior recognition. Those festivities just ended. You saw the opening kickoff. Fumble on the opening kickoff picked up by Forbes. Forbes, we saw a lot of action at the running back position earlier in the year, pretty much relegated to special teams duty now. Your Bucks will be led by quarterback Mike Zane. Bucks coming into the game looking for their first win of the year. Zane floats one. It's caught for a first down. And then they called incomplete, so it was dropped. It was caught, then dropped. That was Phillips who had a hand on it, and we thought it would have been enough for a first down, but it slipped through his hands. This game moved from its previous game 2 weeks ago, but rescheduled. Appreciate both athletic directors for their willingness to be flexible and maneuver this game, as Sean Myers gets about 4.5 on the carry. Bring up a 3rd and 5. And no doubt a much quieter atmosphere than we normally have on the Friday nights. Student section non-existent. There's one over there. He's a stalwart. Good for him. Zane. And Finley caught the ball, had plenty of room if he would just turned upfield to get a first down, but does not turn around. Sort of dilly-dally at the 45, and is going to wind up a half a yard short. But undoubtedly should have had the first down on that catch. Well thrown ball again by Zane. Both his throws have been on target. Buck's going to call timeout in the early going. So this is our first of the morning games of the year. All the games the rest of the year, other than the Chester game, have been in the evening. The Chester game, of course, is on the road, not here. So this is the first home day game. There's one game left. That's Thanksgiving morning against Ridley. It is at Ridley. So this will be the final home game of the year. As we said earlier, Bucks looking for win number 1. And it's been a lost season, no doubt. But Buck's going to go for it here on 4th down. And Zane on the sneak, and he'll get about 5. And apparently the ball is on the ground, but they might have called it dead. They might have blown it dead, so it should be first down Bucks. Zane was given 8 on that carry. Really, the goal was just to get a yard or so, and they wound up just going right up the gut for 8. So first down, I formation with Phillips and Myers. Finley goes in motion, and it goes to Myers, and he'll be brought down about 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Nice tackle by Devon Williams. So it'll be marked at the 49-yard line for a 2nd down and 14 play. We're just a couple minutes in here on this fine Saturday morning. It's actually warmer up here than it is in the press box below. I can't really figure that out. I was freezing in the press box. Ball on the ground. Phillips, and they said Bucks recover, so Phillips need to hang on to it here in the early going. But they'll also lose a yard or 2 in the process. So it'll be a 3rd down and long, call it about 15. Zane stops, pops, and nice job breaking on the ball. Mike Witt was the intended receiver, but Zach Taylor ran up on it and knocked it down, so it'll be 4th down in what you would imagine would be a punting situation. Zaire Bush was initially looking to go back in safety formation. It appears they'll quick kick, and they do. And it'll go, send Bush running back to about the 19. Finley makes a nice tackle on his own, and that's where the Chichester Eagles will take over, 1st down. So Bucks do get a 1st down on the drive and show some signs of life there, some promise. And unfortunately, the drive stalls due to a couple of running plays that gain negative yardage, and they're forced to employ the quick kick. Special thanks to cameraman and producer Chris Polanich for giving up part of his Saturday today. His lovely wife under the weather. Bush to about the 25-yard line. Looking at the way they had this numbered, I think that's Xander Squire, number 23. Squire, the running back, stuffed this time, and it'll be 3rd down and long. Quarterback Nate DeCenzi done a nice job for the Eagles this year. Spread formation, 4 wide receivers. DeCenzi looks to throw, and it's batted down. And a great job by Jeremiah Butts to smack that one down and bring up a 4th down and long in what you would imagine would be a punting situation. Finley and Witt back deep. Zach Taylor's punt bounces at the 45. Whittorf picks it up at the 41. Unable to get past that initial pressure from the special teams. Tackle made by number 19, Edward Swinton. So the 42 will be the line of scrimmage for drive number 2. 7:13 left in quarter number 1. Goal, of course, is to try to get home to see as much of the Penn State game as humanly possible. Would have been nice if that was a nighttime game, but it's a 12 o'clock game. Finley in motion, but the pre-snap penalty. They'll march it back 5 yards. And clock will start on the snap with 7:11 to go in quarter number 1. Zane gets to play. It'll be a 1st and 15 now. And this really is just parents here today and a couple of stalwarts. Finley cuts back inside, gets near the original line of scrimmage. Gets 6. So second down and about 8 after a decent run by Finley on the first down and long. Zane with the I formation and Finley in motion. He gives it to Bubba. Bubba up the middle. He'll get first down yardage. But at 46 will be the line of scrimmage. Ball spotted and clock started. Officials in these late season games between two teams that are otherwise out of it tend to be pretty quick on the clock. Phillips again. Chai does a little bit better job this time, although Phillips gets the legs moving and gets another yard or two. Couple of Chai defenders there. Emerson, Walling-Kenda, and J.D. Dollard there helping out to bring down Phillips, but not before he got 4, down to the 42 and a half. 42 maybe. Myers. Grabbed by Zach Scott. Zach Scott with the stuff. And it'll be third down and 5. And the Bucs will stay on the ground with Myers, have him run outside, and he'll be just shy of the first down. About a yard short. Bring up fourth down and 1. And with that spot, I mean, I think it's worth a measurement, which they'll do. They will bring the sticks out. I thought the spot a little bit generous, but chain gang's been summoned. They may not have gotten the initial memo, but here they come. And it is a first down. Sean Myers 5 officially on the carry, and a first down. The clock rolling with 4.5 to go in quarter 1. Zane hands off to Myers. Myers looks for a little daylight, doesn't get it. 32. Bucs mainly through the ground thus far. This time the option play, it looks like Zane will keep it himself, although there's a flag on the play. And they're going to get the Bucs for an illegal formation. It'll be knock it back 5 yards. And second and 11 with 3:33 to go, quarter number 1. I don't know that I've ever seen the crowd this desolate for a football game. Chai's got maybe 30 people over there, maybe. Bucs have the parents, and that's about it. Finley Not much, although not getting much help from the blocking there. So 3rd down and 12. Zane, passing situation, looking for a man, doesn't have anybody. Nobody open. Zane will tuck and run. Zane down the sideline is going to be close to a 1st down. I don't think he's quite going to get it, but well, if that's the spot, then it will be a 1st down. Although flag back in the area where it's holding, and that's exactly what it's going to be. So that nice run by Mike Zane is going to be negated. And I think it's an old adage in football, but drives are penalty killers. Or penalties are drive killers. And that's 2 penalties on this play, and it'll be 3rd and about 30. All the way back at their own 45-yard line now. They need to get down to the 26. And Zane tries to get some protection. Zane pretty much again on his own. Actually sees Finley and does a nice job getting the ball down to him. And really good job by Finley as he's an even better job by Mike Zane, as Zane was supposed to have a block from the fullback, and it just wasn't there. And Zane eludes pressure, sees Finley kind of sitting by himself, and now a much more manageable 4th down from the 30-yard line. So 4th down and about 4, whereas it was 3rd and 30. Zane pops. Finds Finley, 1st down yardage. So a couple catches in the early going for Paul. That's 3. Somewhere around 35 yards in total. But Zane doing a good job. And, of course, you know, when he starts to get his quarterback and legs under him, of course, it's the end of the year. But and also, no doubt, Chai, you know, I'm sure a little disheveled having been knocked out of the playoffs last week. It's tough to get motivated for a game of this nature. But the Bucs definitely want to get that win, which they haven't had all year. Myers gets tattooed behind the line, as he has pretty much all year. Poor guy. That wasn't Myers. That was Billy Kyle, number 8.
Hey, Coach, did you tell them they were in 5 and they pinched hard inside on that?
So with 1:24 to go, Billy Kyle walks off. I guess this is more of an injury timeout than an official timeout. So 2nd down and 11. They're going to go with the jet sweep. Finley. And he'll get just a couple. Chai had a chance to get in behind the line of scrimmage. Third down and 8. 23-yard line will be your line of scrimmage, probably your final play of quarter number 1. Zane fakes the handoff, fakes the pitch. He'll take it himself inside the 20. It'll be 4th down. And that will be the final play of quarter number 1. We'll flip the field and be back for 4th down and about 4 on the 19-yard line going the other way. We'll be back in a sec. Well, it appears we're back in action. 4th down and 4. I hope you, like me, were doing a little cha-cha slide during the break. And the late pitch, with not a lot of room on this side of the field, is going to turn the ball over on downs. While we're waiting for Chi's offense, please enjoy this selection from the Bucks band. Now DeCenzi, hands off, look out. And Chi on the run, past midfield, past the 30, all the way down. And a flag on the play after that. Marquise Fields. We'll wait and see what's going on here. Everything seems to be coming back this way, so perhaps it all started with a hold. There's a flag on the 15-yard line, so usually something like that gets sprung with a hold. And it is. Yeah. So down at the end of the play, which was really a non-play because there was a hold that negated everything. So when it's all said and done, the ball be spotted at the 22-yard line, so it'll be the always popular 1st and 7. Chi with 3 wide. A handoff. Pass the 25 to the 28. Once again, it's Squire to the outside, to the 25. He keeps saying Zaire Bush, but I swear it's Xander Squire. And the reason I believe that is I think I'm looking at the right roster and the right set of numbers. Either way, it's 3rd down and 5. Maybe 4 from the 25-yard line. 10.5 and counting in quarter number 2. And Chi has to take a timeout as apparently the center and the quarterback, DeCenzi, couldn't get together. So with 9:58 to go, the timeout on the field. You see the field adorned with yellow 5s in honor of Matt DeSands at the 50-yard line as well as the 5-yard line. Nice benefit held for Matt's memory the other night at Haggerty's, one of the local saloons in town. A good time was had by all for sure. You see all the hardware for the marching band, the cheer team, and the Bucks football players. Nice banners and stuff. They look really nice. I really like those football banners. They're sharp. A sweep to the outside. Tried to fool the Bucks, but no luck there. So 4th down from deep in their own territory, what you would assume would be a punting situation for the Eagles. Taylor to punt. With Torf and Finley back just past midfield to the 45. And the punt is high. Be fielded at the 50. Tackled immediately by Edward Swinton. And Zane will take over. Zane and the Bucks offense will take over there. $9:19 to go in quarter number 2. Chai jumped off sides. It's going to be 1st down and 5. Today's 50-50 might be worth about $17, given the crowd here today. And Bubba stumbles, gets nothing. Myers close to 1st down yardage. And they're going to call it just shy. Third down and just under a yard. They go to Forbes this time, and Forbes inside the 35 to the 34. 1st down Bucks. Moving in the right direction. High formation set. Forbes. Inside the 30 to the 29. And as I said at the outset of the broadcast, Forbes in the first game of the year against Strathaven saw, I thought, a fair amount of time at the running back position, got a couple of carries, and they got away from that. But I thought that Forbes did a nice job during the times that he was in there at running back. And I'm not sure whether it was injury or other reasons, but I always thought Forbes was a pretty solid player. He gets it again. Inside the 25. Be 3rd down and 1. So again, he's 3rd down in shorts. Much better than 3rd down and, 10 or 15 as you had seen. Floats one up to Butts, and he had him, and a good pass is a touchdown for Jeremiah Butts, but a little bit too much air under it, so it'll be 4th down. So big 4th down play, Zane on the keeper. 1st down. .23 is the line of scrimmage for the 1st down. The Bucks doing it on the ground. They go with Finley on the sweep. Finley cuts in. He'll have a 1st down. Flag on the play, so it's probably going to come back unless they somehow caught a face mask there, but I think it's probably going to be a hold. So illegal block, that's going to drive him back. And, once again, Interboro, these penalties are definitely detrimental. So it'll be 1st down and about 14 or 15. Under 6 to go. Still zeros on the board. Finley on the sweep, pretty much the same play. They go inside the 20 to the 19. And nothing there for Bubba. That's Forbes. My apologies. It was Bubba who missed the block. 20-yard line, 21, 20 and a half, something like that. 4:20 and counting. Still zeros on the board. 3rd down and about 7 will be the call. Tight eye formation. Zane rolls out. Finds Bubba. Bubba inside the 5. Bucks 1st down. Clock running under 4 minutes. It's Forbes, nothing. Bucks looking for something they haven't really had a lot this year, and that's a lead. They can get into the end zone, they'll have just that. Chai appears listless, which again, I think understandable. I mean, they'll probably be geared up for the Sun Valley game on Thanksgiving, but this is a tough one to get up for. This is Forbes again and into the end zone. Well, the Bucks take a 6-0 lead. Jordan Howell go out there to tee it up with 3:10 to go. Bucks. And Chai jumps offside, so we'll wait and see if they decide instead to go. And they will go for 2, it looks like. Ball moved inside to the 1-yard line, so with the penalty on Chai if they jump off sides. We go to Forbes again, and he'll get in. So Bucks with an 8-0 lead. So 3:10 to go in the first half. And cheer team, they got all kinds of props. They got some flags. I don't know if they have any footballs to throw up. It looks like they're just all goodies or like gift bags for the senior cheerleaders. Be nice if they had those miniature footballs. In fact, just about everybody get one today, I think. Jordan Howell set to kick off. And it's Myers, and they onside kick. And stuffed. So that was Myers with the onside kick attempt. Chai with good field position. DeCenzi, nothing. Stopped up the middle. Hole plugged up by Deshaun Jordan, number 72. Evan Ewing trots off the field. DeCenzi a little overshoots. Pass intended for Tymeer Bush. Chai, not a lot of real signs of life here. really haven't done much on offense. Descends, he drops back, fires one up, got a wide open man, wide open. And just as I say that, they throw a bomb and get it into the end zone. Manny Rivera with the touchdown. Holy cow. I mean, he was wide open, was Rivera. We'll see if they chase that point or if they kick the extra point. Looks like they're going to kick it. I mean, like literally coverage blown. No one in the area. Kick blocked, so 8-6. Vinny Kolodner with the block. So Bucks with an 8-6 lead with 2:16, so suddenly some action all of a sudden. The Chai set to kick off. They'll tee it up at the 40, Will Wright. Back deep. You had the triumvirate of Myers, Fasaro, and Finley. Fasaro, haven't seen a lot of him on the offensive side as of late. Cheerleaders without the band. I guess the band will be doing there. And now they try and pop one up this Chai. That's Nico Redden, one of the up men, and he'll get to the 36. Band preparing for the field show, so I guess there will be a field show at halftime. I hope the concession stand is prepared for the halftime rush. Considering most of the people in the stands are probably band parents. Bucks with a 2-point lead, 37-yard line. We'll see how they attempt to. Zane tries to get Fasaro, and Fasaro turns around and then catches it and fumbles it, and it goes out of bounds. They're going to give him the catch, and then it slipped out of his hands. But down to the 27-yard line, but still Fasaro did grab it. They will call it a catch. And when he went and turned around and made, what they call a football move, it slipped out of his hands and he almost lost it. But the 27-yard line, Fasaro does a nice job coming back on an underthrown ball. Chai's defensive back stopped in his tracks and basically allowed Fasaro to come back, but good recognition by him. Then you got to hang on to that football. If he hangs on to the football, it's 6. Finley on the sweep. Runs into the blocker. So ball spotted at the 20. Bucks in a modified hurry-up. Zane outside to Finley. He'll get out of bounds. At the 15. And the Bucks, despite being out of bounds, actually, Chai will take that timeout. A timeout on the field here with 1:28 to go. Finley in motion. It goes to Phillips up the middle. Inside the 10 to the 7. Bucks in a hurry up. Again, they go outside to Whittorf this time. He'll get a yard or two. This time, because they go out of bounds and they're able to stop the clock with 1:07, Zane can go over and get the play from Coach. Phillips and Myers, your running backs, butts in motion. And I think that motion ended up triggering an illegal formation. So 3rd down and a long 6, just outside the 10. Zane tries to hit Whittorf on the slant. If it was caught, so they're going to say it was at the 6. It's 4th down and not much, so they're going to talk about it. So that'll actually make it a 1st down, so that makes things a lot easier. Now, I didn't see where the personal foul would be. I had my eye on the play. So the slant pass to Whittorf gets him inside the 10 to the 6. Puts him about a yard short. Chai commits a penalty. And now we're going to see if they call that timeout or not. So there is no timeout, so the clock will start on the snap. Myers in, and into the end zone is Sean Myers for a touchdown. It's good to see Myers and Billy Kyle happy, jumping, chest bumping. Bucks are up 14-6. Howe in for the extra point. And both sides jumped off sides. I mean, Jeremiah moved. We'll see. That was on us, so. Myers and Wood back off. Zane to hold. Howe to kick. It's up. And it's through. Jordan Howe with the boot. And it'll make it 15-6 with 47.6 seconds left. Bucks fans prepare for the field show. how to kick from the 40. Back deep for Chai. And a squib kick. And they'll take it to the 34-yard line. And we'll see if Desenzi with the man in motion. He'll keep it. First down and then some. Stop temporarily for the first down. They give it to him at the 50. Chai calls timeout. I think they'll have one remaining after this, although they probably didn't take that one off the board. I think they have one timeout remaining. At least a little bit of action in this football game. We'll wait and see if, Chai is able to muster any offense in the last 34.4 seconds. So 5 yards on that first down play, not much. I mean, I don't know that they'll be able to nickel and dime it down the field like that, but in the amount of time that they have. Now it's trips left, one wide receiver to the far end, and it goes to Rivera again. Incomplete. Desenzi, and they get out of bounds. Plus it's a first down, so 16.8 on the clock. So 39 will be the line of scrimmage. As long as they can keep the offense in front of them and don't let anybody get behind them, they should be all right keeping Chai off the board. I mean, at some point, Chai's going to have to try and fire one downfield. Desenzi rolls out. Same play they just ran. This time it goes to a different receiver. Incomplete pass inside the 30 to the 26. He's looking for Fields. So we're down to 11.4. It's second down and 10. Wide open, and actually probably should have gotten the first down first, but getting out of bounds, I guess, is what he was probably told to do. So Antonio Perez, he's the 2 yards shy of a first. But really, they're not going for a first down. They're going for a touchdown. He probably could have gotten a couple more yards. So ball on the 32. Time for, at best, 2 more plays. Desenzi. Pressure. So it goes up in the air and incomplete with 0.6 seconds to go. They definitely should have put like 1 second on the clock. And referee-wise to do that is the pass did fall incomplete prior to the clock expiring. So they're going to give him 1 second. And therefore, Chi will get one more crack at a ball in the end zone. That ball overshot. This time, Bucks do fall back into a more prevent mode. DeCenzi, pressure. It's going to run, and it's going to get out of bounds, but not before the half expires. And at halftime, it's 15-6 in favor of your Interboro Buccaneers. Those hot dogs are so good, I might go have another couple. We'll be back for the third quarter. All right, well, who's hyped for some second half football here at South Avenue? Bucks with a 15-6 lead at the half. Squib kick picked up at the 35. So we got a little chatter coming from the Bucs sideline, some signs of life. Kasai Jones, that was him on the return. Got 2 yards. This DeCenzi on the keeper. He won't get much. They give him all the way to the 40-yard line, though. This time the sweep. And a little bit of a running lane. First down, Chichester. Sanders Squire, the carry. They're just shy of midfield, nose of the football. Chichester looking to make a game of it. They run a sweep again. This time it's Rivera. He cuts past the and flags on the ground. So not sure if they're going to get a face mask or if they're going to get a hold or an illegal block. Either one plausible with the flags landing where they are. They came from multiple areas, so I'm thinking it's probably going to be a face mask. Block in the back, though, against Chichester, and a face mask, so we'll just redo the whole thing. That's where the 2 flags were. One was for the block in the back, one was for the face mask. And it all makes perfect sense now. We're in midfield. Then we wind the clock. There's a man who calls himself Buck who's working the clock, and I'll tell you what, as soon as that referee begins to move, he's got his finger on the button. DeCenzi, keeper, about 7 flags for holding. That'll still be first down. Be about 1st and 24 maybe when it's all said and done. 1st and 25. Senzi pump fakes, looks for a man downfield.
He was holding him the whole time.
Pass intended for Zaquan Bruton. Shy looking for a flag, as Scanlon did have his hand on him the whole time, and I think they would have probably a valid point. This time it's gone to Bruton the other way. They'll get a yard or two, not much. Nate Furlow on the ground. There looks to be in a fair amount of discomfort, but they're stretching him out. It's certainly not looking as if there's a sense of urgency. I think they're trying to tell him to maybe get up. That appears to be what's happening. So Furlow will be helped off, we imagine. And that's not Furlow, that's Sandra Squire, but so 3rd down and really long, 24. Pressure from Keeney. DeCenzi able to elude it. He's going to have to throw it. And right idea is you look for a man down the sideline. Just a tough throw to make. Looking for Antonio Perez. A really tough ball to thread the needle, with a couple of Bucs defenders there. It had to be almost a perfect touch. Although Perez was behind 2 Bucs defenders, so a perfectly thrown ball could have done some damage. But again, that's a really, really hard throw to make. Punt by Zach Taylor will bounce down to the 31. And with 9:05, Bucs will take over. Butts in motion. First play of the second half for the Bucs offense. It's Myers. Myers. Flag on the play. We have an injured Chichester Eagle on the play. hold against the Bucks. Injured Chichester Eagle Brandon Jessup. He'll walk off the field under his own power, so that's always a good thing. Ball will be at the 20 or 21 yard line. It's a 1st and 20. And Bucks with procedure again. And the last couple times they've put Bucks in motion going that direction. They've jumped off sides or lined up illegally, one or the other. This Bucks band takes their seat. We have 8.5 minutes to go. Quarter number 3.
Right there.
And it's Finley on the sweep to the 25. So 1st and 25 to turn into 2nd and 15. Ball spotted at the 25. Bucks, of course, will look to run the ball as much as humanly possible in the second half. Take down as much time as they can. And that's Phillips. So 3rd down and 5, so a nice 10-yard carry by John Phillips as he go up the gut. He just kept his legs going forward. The Bucks, of course, will do what they can to have ball control. Myers, probably enough for a 1st down. Definitely enough for a 1st down. Move the chains, start the clock. They've done just that. And now you will undoubtedly see just a deluge of running. Chai jumps off sides. So the refs, despite their best efforts to keep the clock moving, players on both sides can't seem to get out of their own way. So 1st down and 5. So it goes to Myers, but not a whole lot, a yard or two. So ball at the 47-yard line. 2nd down and just about 4. Myers, 1st down, ball on the ground. We'll see. I think the Bucks fell on top of it. And now they'll call for a measurement. Enough yards initially, but then with the fumble, the ball trickled back a yard or two. And it's going to be just shy. So third down in like an inch or two. And Zane should have it. And change the movement. Clock is running. We'll be inside of 5 in no time. Quarter number 3. Zane will get that play from coach. And again, this is exactly what Steve Lennox likes to do when things are going well. Control the clock, run the ball, first down after first down after first down, and methodically work your way into the end zone. This is Finley. Finley should pick up another first down with that carry inside the 40. They're going to call it second down and a half a yard. This time it's Phillips. Phillips to about the 37, but it'll be a Bucks first down. Move it back to like the 38. And your Bucks will keep it rolling. Phillips again. Still on his feet. He'll get about 4 or 5 inside the 35 to the 34. So second down and about 6. It's Finley. He won't get the first down. He'll get to the 30, though. Nice shoestring tackle on the play by Zaquan Bruton. We have a not injury. And we do. Christian Napolilello, senior. Mike Coughlin will go in for him. Player safely off the field is Christian. They'll proceed as scheduled with Mike Coughlin at the left guard position. Chai jumps off sides because why not? Andrew Moore, the guilty party, although it could have been just about anybody. .230 and counting in quarter number 3. They run the sweep to Finley. Finley looking to turn the corner. Stays in bounds. Somewhat amazingly, actually. No, they say he went out at the 7. 2 minutes on the nose to go, quarter number 3. And flag on the play. Bucks go off sides. They'll take it back to the 12-yard line. So still first and goal. Zane on the option. Myers with a running room. Myers into the end zone. Touchdown. So Sean with his second touchdown. This time the option pitch, and wisely done by Zane. He made the right read on that play. Jordan Howe in for extra point. Blocked. So 21-6 with a minute 50 to go in quarter number 3. So, minute 50 to go. Bucks will tee it up. Chai looking for some signs of life. And Bruton with all kinds of running room. Finally brought down at the 35. Tackled by Teddy Crosley. So DeSenzi and the Chichester Eagles, work cut out for them. Down 2 scores. Just about 14 minutes of game time. This is Rivera. And he cuts up field and gets about 7, maybe 8. Bucks try to run parallel with him, but eventually Rivera able to get a step and then turn a corner. He'll get credit for about 7 yards on the play. You haven't seen a lot of this either. Bucks cheerleaders, doing their customary kicks when they score, because they quite frankly haven't scored a lot this year. This time it's a sweep the other way, and nice stuff. That was Vince Collada that made that. Time to sends, he floats it to no one in particular. DeCenzi on 4th and 5. Flag on the play. Pass incomplete. We'll wait and see what the flag is. Oh, Bucks will take over on downs. Or no, it'll be a... No, Bucks do take over on downs. This is Myers again, looking to up his total. And that'll be it for quarter number 3. So if you're a fan of South Avenue football and home games, as I know you are, this is your last quarter of home football this year until we reconvene in August. So we'll take this ever so slight break. Don't tell me that they're like playing music in between quarters as well. I guess it's Barrett. I guess he's got a speaker or something and he's playing some music. Not exactly what you call a strong teacher presence down on the field. We do have all the administrators here, though. Mrs. Spina, Mr. Litz, Mr. Johnston, all here for senior recognition. Barrett's here and I'm here. Radea's here. Webb's here. We're all here for one purpose or another when it comes to making the wheels turn, making the football season go. Beyond that, Myers nothing. I'm fairly certain this music playing is against some type of a PIAA rule. The fact that they're playing the song Sweet Caroline, which remains my least favorite song ever made, is a violation of a completely different sort. Bucks will have 4th down. Fourth and roughly 1. I've had some luck with Zane on the keeper. See if Chai can tighten up the middle of the interior line. Maybe stop that. Although John Phillips looks as if he's going to carry it this time. He is. He spins, gets the 1st down. Bucks field looks like it's in need of a good reseeding. Or who knows, maybe they'll just, do something different next year. That'd be cool. Zane on the bootleg. Zane, what's the runner room? Zane, 20. Zane, 10. 5 down to the 1 yard line. And Zane will keep it, and he's in. So Zane with the touchdown. 9:44 to go. It's 27-6. Howell lined up to kick the extra point. Snap is good, hold is good, and the kick is good as well. So travels a bit end over end, but still, Bucks up 28-6. So perhaps the sun may finally shine on the Interboro football team this year. Again, still one game to go. Ridley up next in a couple weeks on Thanksgiving. Maybe after they won the game, all the kids that quit will want to come back and play for the Ridley game. I mean, it doesn't exactly work like that, but hats off to all these kids who stuck with it, especially those who have been doing the right thing all year long. Because I know for a fact there's probably a lot of kids like a Mike Billups that would love to be out there playing right now, but he's injured. Can't. So just 9:44 to go. Let's see if not a squib kick. Not exactly kicking it deep either. Goes to one of the up men. Be taken to the 37-yard line. Ed Swinton, the up man. DeCenzi pump fakes, fires one over the middle. Incomplete. Ball high. Antonio Perez seemed to, I don't know, a little disappointed how the ball was thrown high. Jumping up and down like that. Perhaps not the way to treat your quarterback. Good protection from the interior line of Chichester. Good job by DeCenzi. Did everything right except make a good throw. Screen. Tymir Bush on the screen. That should be enough for a first down. They're going to call it second down in inches. No, they're not. They're going to bring them out. Now they're just going to call it a first down, which is what they should have done in the first place. Clock running under 9 minutes. Clock stop for a penalty or a timeout for Chichester. As the crowd listens in to the band playing a little rock and roll part 2. Cheer team in on it as well. Forgot the magic that you can do so many wonderful things with the phone, including watch live sports. Penn State, Minnesota. Looks like it's 7-7 early on. Perhaps I should turn it down so as not to distract the high school coaches that are posted up here as well. Still have a vested interest in this football game before us. Second down and 12, forthcoming. DeCenzi looking to pass. Stepped out of bounds. That'll probably go down as a sack. Teddy Crosley. Also in on that is Deshaun Johnson, but it's not Deshaun Johnson because it's 72, but Deshaun Johnson where it's 50. Everybody knows that. So I don't know who number 72 is. But whoever it is will probably get credit for like half a sack. One thing maybe they do later on is, I don't know, maybe set up like an updated roster every week. I mean, you get one at the beginning of the year, but it's not always good for things like jersey changes. DeCenzi. He's looking, fires, and honestly, lucky it wasn't intercepted. He fourth down and really long. Fourth and 23. And nice punt. Whittorf. Fair catch. They'll give him possession at the 34. It should have been back at the 31 or 32. Extremely generous spot. 7:41 to go. Bucks lead 28-6. I'm still dying to know where that music's coming from. Not much on the carry. Phillips does have the effect of knocking time down, though. I formation here on second down and 10. Finley Sweep's been there a lot. Finley still on his feet. Finley past midfield. And down near the Chichester 40, they'll spot him at the 42. Almost simultaneously, Minnesota runs for a first down on 4th down. That's the chant they do on Kaleidoscope every morning. I was wondering where that came from. Saying the handoff. Not a lot of carries. Go to number 22, Trenton Griffin, but he got that one. So perhaps a look towards the future with Trenton Griffin. There's Griffin again. Griffin gets inside the 25, the 35. .33 will be your line of scrimmage for 3rd down. Trenton Griffin for a 3rd straight time. Probably enough for a first down. Umpire seems to have spotted this one correctly. They'll move it. Keep on moving that clock, and they do inside of 6 minutes. Forbes, the fullback. Finley, inside handoff down to the 25. Minnesota came to play today, boys. It's 2 touchdowns against Penn State in the first quarter. Little screen pass fools that vaunted Penn State defense. Ladies and gentlemen, I just want to make note that for the first time this year, I'm fairly certain the first time this year, the Bucks band and cheerleaders in unison are playing Get the Beat Down. And first down Bucks, by the way. But we haven't heard Get the Beat Down all year. And hopefully, since they haven't done it all year, they do an extra long version of Get the Beat Down. Trenton Griffin gets about 4 down to the 16. They'll spot that at the 15. It's Forbes again, the fullback, Trenton Griffin. Fasaro in there at the quarterback position. Fasaro hands off. I don't know if they just slipped Fasaro in or not. I seem to think Zane was playing the whole down. If I wasn't paying attention, God, I'm awful. But I thought Zane must have just gave way. So it looks like they're giving, and I'm fairly certain now they're bringing guys out one at a time. That looks like Alec Wood, Keeney, Napolillo, all of them come out as well to give way to younger Bucks players. And truthfully, I mean, I guess there's something somewhat symbolic about all of this, how this is their last home game, and they give way on the depth chart, and they give way in the game. And so they'll come out and get their due recognition. 4th down and 3, so there is still the business of trying to pick up this first down and keep the clock moving. Fasaro, who I imagine will be your quarterback next year, played the wide receiver position this year, had a big catch earlier in the game. Handoff. Number 15 is Deion Davis, his first carry. Does not get a first down, so Chichester takes over with 2:13 to go. Chi, unlikely to mount a 3-touchdown comeback in 2:13, but they'll give it a shot. A lot of the Bucks that just came off in their ceremonial, walk-off, right back on the field on defense. So goes life as a high school football player. Truthfully, you might want to keep them out there anyway. First down, Chi. This is an extra long version of Get the Beat Down. Senzi, screen pass, not really a screen pass, but they'll keep it inside the lines. Chi going to try and hurry it up. Ball at the 36. And both teams, Bucks never made the playoffs. Chi did. Didn't last long, but they made it. They have Sun Valley on, what do they call that? Thanksgiving. Bucks have Ridley on Thanksgiving, so oddly enough, there aren't a whole lot of teams that are out there that are still playing football on Thanksgiving, but Bucks fail to tackle him in bounds because they wanted Kasai Jones to get out of bounds to stop the clock. Senzi looks like he wants to uncork one, but there's really nobody to throw it to. And that ball's intercepted, and now the Bucks will be able to just kind of let it go. Whittorf the pick. So the 15 will be the line of scrimmage. And I imagine at this juncture, I mean, Chi's got a couple timeouts, but they may just very well fall on the ball. You know, when you're a Bucks football fan, you take for granted winning and stuff, but I'm happy for these kids. You know, they've been working hard. And I just personally speaking now, I have Mike Zane and Sean Myers in class, and I know how much this getting their teeth kicked in every week has been killing them. And, you know, every week especially Michael, has remained positive and has said like, oh well, we actually still have a shot at playoffs if we can just get a win here and there. And I know that this win's going to mean a lot. Like not necessarily in the grand scheme of things. It's still going to at the end of the year be not just a losing season, but a really bad losing season. But they're going to have today, and they can relish that, and hopefully it can springboard translate to maybe a win at Ridley. So, good for them on Senior Rec. This means a lot to them. I know it does. And I'm happy for them. So, we will, after a 28-6 victory today, sign off for the year. I'm Bill Soroka. I'm here with Chris Milenich. Lord willing, we'll both be back in August for some more Bucks football, but we have a lot to do between now and then. Thanksgiving, Christmas, 2020, Summer Olympics, elect the president. A lot will change between now and next time we talk, but I hope to still be here. Bucks win 28-6. Good way to end the year. We'll see you.